So with this new technology in surface mount, I remember we had, the A6000 was primarily a through-hole desk, and then we migrated that into surface mount. But the R60 was probably our first
It was the first surface mount product we ever made. It was our first mass-produced console that was really mass-produced.
Yeah, we sold about 4,000 of them between 1995 into 1999 when we basically upgraded it to the R55. And as far as the audio arts thing, that was the most scariest moment of my life.
Was it?
Was giving up my cash cow, this wonderful R60, which every engineer in this country could install without a manual because they knew the Molex pinout and everything, and they knew the quality, and they knew it was going to fit the bill. And but as Wheatstone, I see as looking on the outside in, the Autotronics guys, the Pacific guys, and then Wheatstone, we successfully were probably one of the only companies to make the transition from analog to digital.
Yes.
And we didn't go digital because we had to or because we wanted to. The industry was pushing us there. We started seeing digital ads, and we came out with our first D500, which was based on, we had some Shark DSP, and it was 386 inside of it.
Yeah.
And that D5000 that you folks built in '95, I believe, we carried it through '96, '97. In '98, we sold it to WUNC up the road.
That was the first actual installation.
It's still on the air.
Is it?
The first digital console that we ever sent to a customer is on the air today at WUNC up in Raleigh. And they were the first guys to believe in Wheatstone, that here was an analog company, and we were going to make that transition into the digital domain. And out of that product, out of the D500 spawned the D500, the Audio Arts RD series, the D4000, the D600, the D8000,
D700.
D700. So, that architecture is now 20 years old almost. It's still on the air. It's still running, and we made a lot of products. But what we saw then was we went from an analog console to a digital console because all the sources in the studio were becoming digital. People were using playout machines now. They were coming out with digital sound cards. CD players were actually having an AES output at 44.1. And we were able, and the console manufacturers, all of us, were about the last piece in the studio to be digital.